Hey everybody, my name is Justin Whitehair, one-star double platinum I-10 card holder, and today we're going to be talking about Solo.to and their bio page, their one bio link for everything. I'm going to go ahead and introduce Eli. Eli's with the company. He's been a great resource to me. I've worked with him for probably a year or so, ever since I've had Solo, so I'm very gracious that he is able to jump on here and share a little information. So Eli, I'm going to go ahead and let you kind of go over it, share your screen, all that stuff. So thank you.
Sure. Hey guys. Hey Justin, nice to see you again.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the meeting. So I've done a couple of these with Justin. It's always been really helpful, and I love that you posted it on YouTube too, because people ask me like, hey, do you have like a full demo of the platform? And I'm like, I sure do. Send them to your video. So thanks for having me again. So I'm just going to introduce myself. I'm Eli, one of the co-founders of Solo, and the designer. So I created the front end of the website, and then I have my business partner Michael, who does like the back end, the coding, and a lot of the more technical stuff. But essentially the platform is, if you're not familiar, is a bio link tool. Some people call it like a digital business card, and the purpose of it is to connect all of your social medias, your content, links to your websites, contact information, everything all in one place with one page and one link. So that link can be shared on your social media in the bio section. So Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, whatever. You can just use that one link, and you don't have to change it ever. You can just change the content that's on the page. You can also use it as a business card. I know Justin does this, where when you have information on the page, like your email or your phone number, you can have people add your contact right from the page. So if you're networking and you're at an event, you can say, hey, here's my link. I'll text it to you. Or, you can just visit it. We also introduced a QR code that you can have people scan. It'll take them to your page. They can add your contact from there. They can find you on Instagram, social media. Like I said, you can find their content. So yeah, I will get into it now and just share my screen and kind of run over the features of the platform and maybe how best to utilize it for you guys in your industry. So let me get this running real quick. Also, if anybody has questions as we're going, just let me know, and I'm happy to answer them and pause. And, if anything, you guys want clarity on, just let me know. So I pulled up a page here that's just kind of an example page that I have made for, a real estate agent. I know it's not the exact same industry, but I think that the similarities can kind of, you can see the value. So this is the dashboard, kind of the initial page that you hit when you sign up. And from here, you can see that you have the link right here that you can copy and use, and then the editing content below, so that you can upload profile picture, background, set your name, location, bio. So this is where you can talk about who you are, what you do, etc. And then you can change from a color, or you can set an image. So this is kind of just like the header of your page, where people, will see whose page it is. Down here, we have the appearance. So this is something that we've added since the last time Justin and I had a meeting. And you can set different fonts. You can set theme colors for the page. So for example, light mode looks like this. And then dark mode, you can see has a little bit of the background changed and stuff like that. And then we added the void mode as well. And then we actually just released these two themes on the free plan as well. So we're excited about that. I know that a lot of people really like these different variations on the page. Some other new stuff that we just added was you can set your thumbnails to be round or square. So if you see right down here, it's changing here. And then on your page, you can see that the icons are round instead of square as well. If you are on the professional plan, which I think Justin may be, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can turn off the branding. And so the branding is just this thing right down at the bottom that says Solo. And that, is something that helps us grow, because then people, when they see your page and think it's really cool, they can click through and create their own page. And one cool thing about, if you're on the professional plan, this link will use your referral code. So, if you refer people to the platform, you get benefits and they get a discount. So I'll go over that a little bit later. This is kind of the main section where you'll add content. And so when you click add, you can just set up a normal link. And the normal links are pretty straightforward. You would just add your URL. So, website.com, and then you can add the title, my website. You can set a custom subtitle. So check it out. And then you can set a custom thumbnail here or schedule the link to go live if it's like a time sensitive, event or release of something. And then the highlight here, if you check it out on the preview, you can see that there's like a little glowing beacon. So that kind of like draws a little bit more attention to maybe your most important links. The next segment on here is a section. So this can be used on your page to kind of separate the content. So I'm not sure if Justin has this on his page, but a lot of people use this to separate, like, here's maybe my website information and kind of some personal details. And then below here is maybe my social media or videos, for example. So you can also in the sections add a title. So instead of just a separating line, you can have a title. And then the next one on here is an embed. So this is when you want to have content on your page that's not just a link to somewhere else. So I'll visit the page here, and you can see that this video is just embedded onto the page. I think Justin has this for kind of like a bio or a little explainer video. And this is, kind of to the core of what the platform's about, is people can access stuff with just one click away from your social media, instead of having to like go somewhere and then visit somewhere else and then try to find you. They're just like, all your stuff's right here. Let me go back to the editor here. So if you go down to the next section, this is where you can add your phone number, your email, and then with the phone number, you can set if you want it to call or text. And then we also just added a Discord option. I don't know if you guys use Discord a lot in your industry, but it's kind of like a communication platform that has been, requested a lot, because that's how a lot of people end up communicating, or they have, a server for their community. And then if you want to see these in action, here they are. So when these are clicked on a phone, it'll pop up an email. It'll prompt you to call or text the person. And then we just added a feature where it can display either the full email and phone number, like was shown in just a second ago, or you can just have it say simply email and call. So we know that sometimes having the email or the phone number shown is valuable, since, maybe people want to like write it down or take it elsewhere. And then once again, you can set these to be round or square. So just a little bit of variation on the design. And then below this section is social buttons. So with the links being kind of like the main section on your page, the social buttons can be a way to have all your social media kind of quickly accessible from the top of the page. So if you look here, all the content's down below, but these buttons are kind of quick access buttons to popular channels like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. And then with these, we actually also added contact buttons. So you can add like call and email buttons there if you don't want to have them listed like they are here. You can add a custom website. So say that you have a website here. And if you can see, everything is pretty straightforward for adding. So you just would, click it to add it, and then unclick it to remove it. And here you would just enter your username for whatever platform. Some of the other features that we have that make the pages even better are link search. So if I turn on link search and I come up to the page here, you can see that when I type in, actually, let's see, I gotta do it here. So when I type in website, it automatically pulls up only the website. So if you have a bunch of links and you're referring someone to a specific thing, like say you make an Instagram video that says, hey, go check out my link in bio. Specifically, you should look for this affiliate code or my website. People can use this search if you have a lot of links to quickly find what they're looking for, so they don't need to scroll through the page. The next one would be Metapixel. So if you guys, I don't know if you know, but Facebook changed their name to Meta. So this is basically a tracking pixel. So if you are going to be running ads via Facebook, you can add a pixel code here, which then tracks the actions that happen on your page. And from there, you can use Facebook's ad manager to retarget people who have visited your page And you can get as specific as saying, I want to retarget people who clicked on my website because that, might be a good lead for me. So that information can be found, like how to set this up and everything in our help docs. So if you go to help.solo.to, you can just search for Facebook pixel and it'll show you how to do that. And then our help docs also have tons of resources for every single feature. And then the last one is contact capture. So a lot of people, when they're, getting leads coming from a social media platform or even like a networking event, you want to be able to capture people's emails. And so with this, you can take, there's an email capture form on your page where people will just enter their email, their phone number, or their name, and you can kind of select which you want to collect. And then you can add those to a CRM, to MailChimp, to any type of email marketing software that then you want to, send out emails. So a good way that a lot of people do this is they'll have, that once the email hits their list, they'll automatically send them another email that says, hey, thanks for signing up. You can confirm the email or, just, if you're interested in more content, this is where we're going to be sending it. So this kind of covers the whole editor. So that's how you design your page, add your content, stuff like that. And then this is the preview. So if you want to check your page while you're editing. And then, as I mentioned in the beginning, this is where you can copy your link so you can paste it elsewhere. And then this is a new feature that we've added is the QR code. So when I click this, it gives me the QR code that I can download or, print and then put onto a business card. I can put it, on my phone somewhere. So that way, when I meet people, I can just say, hey, scan this. When they scan it, it'll take you right to the page so that person can connect with you. I'm going to move on here to the next tab, which is analytics. And because this is a test page, there isn't a lot of analytics happening right now, but this is where you can see how often your page is getting viewed. So you can see, if you went to a networking event or, you have a viral post on social media, you can see kind of like the uptick of traffic that comes and, what's working, what's not working. And then you can set it to view different timelines. So you can see kind of like trending information. And so that is views. And then down here we have clicks. So for each link on my page, I can see statistics on how many clicks it got today, how many it did all time. And then there's also the chart that shows day by day. And then when I click on a different link, it'll show a different chart. So that wraps up analytics, and something we're excited for in the near future is we're going to be expanding this to include where the traffic's coming from. So, say that a lot of your traffic's coming from Instagram or Facebook or your YouTube channel, you'll be able to see that the traffic's coming from there. And then you can kind of have an insight to what you should focus and spend time on. The next part is going to be the referral program. So I mentioned this briefly earlier, but we just revamped it so you can have a custom invite link. And with the invite links, you can share them, and anybody who uses this invite link will get 10% off their purchase if they upgrade within 48 hours of signing up. And we do that because it kind of helps, incentivize people to sign up sooner. And then for our affiliate program, it makes it better for you because any paid upgrades, we pay out 20% recurring commissions. So say that the plan is $10, you would get $2 every time that, their plan renews. And even if you don't initially set up or activate your affiliate program, we keep it tracked. So that way, if you do set up later, you'll have kind of this like back paid, referral commission. And so any referral commission gets paid out on the first of the month, as long as it's $10 or higher. And then also you can kind of see who you've referred. And then the green line here means that they're on an upgraded account. And then the very last part is just the account page. So if you want to, check out the custom domain feature, this is something that we have where you can connect your own website. So say that I don't want it to be solo.to/Eli. I can have, my website here. And then once I add in my website, it'll give me instructions how to connect the domain. So you can use that domain instead of our short link. That way it's a little bit more branded and it just looks like a personalized website that you made. And then down here is actually a pretty neat feature. So if you're on the professional plan, you can have a page and add a collaborator to it. So with this, once I add a collaborator, they can access the editor and the analytics of the page, but they can't delete it. So the account owner has, the master control of the page, but you can have someone else that you work with to kind of add content, analytics, stuff like that. And then you can see, so for example, this one has a collaborator, so it has a little icon right there. And then these are all the pages. So obviously this is an account that we use to set up, mock-up accounts. But if I wanted to switch to a different account, you can click here and it'll switch you over to this new account. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. This is where you can change your username or the password. And then as an extra security feature for your account, you can enable two-factor authentication, which is just, kind of that thing where that gives you a 6-digit code before you access your page, just so that it doesn't, get compromised in any way. Yeah, so if anybody has any questions, definitely let me know. Happy to answer them. Happy to, talk about, maybe best ways to use it in your guys' industry or anything like that. And
Hi, I have a question.
Sure.
Yeah, so you mentioned the referral links. I kind of already started creating this account as you were speaking, and I'm sure that Justin has a referral link. If I've already created the account, is there a way for me to give Justin the credit?
Yeah, so if you want to just send in an email to help@solo.to and say like, hey, I signed up, but I didn't use Justin's link, I'll put your I'll put you on his account as a referral.
Thank you. And could you repeat that email again?
Yeah, so help@solo.to.
Perfect. Thank you.
Of course. So yeah, feel free to message in. So we got someone in the chat that says, do you get this on free version or do you have to pay to get that feature to add a background picture? So the background image is on the personal plan, which is $1 a month paid annually. So it's $12 for the full year. So the background picture is on the paid plan, but it's on our lowest plan, so $1 a month. Let's see. So yeah, thanks, Angela, for putting that email in the chat. Adriana says, I wasn't referred by anyone, so what would I put? I don't know if I understand that. What do you mean by that? Oh, Justin, thanks for putting your invite code in the chat also. Also, Justin, if you wanted to customize your invite link, you can do that now. So you could have it be solo.to/inv/Justin if you wanted.
I just seen that. I was gonna do that now that you did that, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Quick question as well, just so I know. So just to make it easier, I was thinking about rebranding myself. So I have Justin Whitehair that redirects to my solo page. If I set it up to where Justin Whitehair automatically defaults to that, does the solo.to/Justin Whitehair still direct people to my page as well, or does it only do mine? Okay.
Yeah, so the original domain will work. And so if you've shared it, anywhere, it'll still work. The custom domain is just, will also work. And then one thing is like, if you have multiple pages, it'll be, so say it was justinwhitehair.com, but then you had a second page for something else. It would be justinwhitehair.com/ and then whatever that page username is would go to your second page.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? If not, it was definitely a pleasure talking with you guys, and I am happy to answer any questions that you guys have in the future, because I know sometimes questions arise later down the road when you're working on setting it up. So if you just email that help@solo.to, I'll be happy to help, and typically I answer the help tickets. You can also click this beacon right here, and then you can search for answers, or when you type something in, you can go here to ask, and then it'll send us an email. So
another question that was asked as well is real quick, the referral link that I just posted in the chat, that's if you want a discount if you're signed up for one of the paid versions.
Mhm.
You don't have to use that if you're not signed up for one of the paid versions, but you can. The other question I got asked in the chat was, can we use the link for email marketing like MailChimp from GoDaddy?
Um, if I'm understanding what you're asking, actually, can you maybe expand upon that? I want to make sure that I'm answering
Sure.
the question properly.
Sushil, will you kind of expand a little? I don't use GoDaddy. I actually use HostGator for all my domains, so I'm not really sure either. I don't know if you can unmute or not right now.
If not, yeah, just type it out in the chat. And,
Sorry. Hello.
okay.
Sorry, I'm at work. But
Okay.
anyways, my question is, like, for GoDaddy, we have the email subscriptions, so where we can collect the email. When
Oh,
you
yeah.
have a GoDaddy website, can we use that link to put in on our Solo?
Yeah, so if, for example, on your GoDaddy site, there's a form, typically, you know, if there's like a link to that form, you can definitely add it here. Another way to do that would be through the contact capture. You can select Make or Zapier, and basically what Make and Zapier are like, you know, when someone submits their email on the form, you can send it to on any other platform, because these are kind of platforms that connect to anything else. So what you can do is just set up a Make or Zapier account, and then when the email gets collected, it'll be routed to your GoDaddy form collector. And we have help docs that can assist you with setting this up, but it's a little, you know, yeah, it takes a little bit. So we're always happy to help and walk through getting it set up properly. Yeah, let's see. Where do you add contact tab? Oh, okay, cool. So this is something that I'll show you. So when we have an email or a phone number, so let me type in some info right here. So when I have this email and phone number set, let me remove this one just to make it as clear as possible. So when I have this email and phone number set, if I do the link by adding, or if I add this to the end of the link, so !add, there'll be this add button here. And when I click this, it'll pop up and automatically add the contact to your phone. And the reason why we did it to have something added on the end here is because if someone visits your page from Instagram, they're going to click and it's going to not open in a browser. It's going to open in Instagram's app. It's called an in-app web browser. And they don't allow like downloadable files. So when you click this, it appears to be broken. So that's kind of the limitation of Instagram's in-app web browser. So our thinking was this is that if you're going to be sharing this via QR code or just sending it to somebody via text or via email, you can include that. So that way, when they reach the page, it has this add button on here. And what Justin did, because he wanted it to be permanently on his page, he added a link. And what you can do is you would type in Solo.to and then slash, you know, the username and then slash VCF. And so what this is this is a, you know, this is the file for your V card, which is what like the contact cards are called. And so you would just add this link, and then Justin set a cool custom image that's like a contact icon. And this is something that Justin, we're actually going to probably add really soon is when you type this in, it'll automatically pull up a contact add icon. So
Cool.
And I'm sure Justin would be happy to help if you need help setting it up, because he and I went back and forth a little bit on it, but he now has it set up perfectly. Of course, thanks, Navigateway Travel Agency.
Yeah, I've been really happy with everything. We went back and forth. I know that was one of my main concerns when I first started was with that. I also like the QR code because I hadn't really thought much about that, but that just goes one step further where I could eliminate the card, basically just save the QR code as a favorite And when I walked up to somebody, I'd be like, hey, just scan the card and you can save my contact information. Also, since you're on the call, if you don't mind, talk about, because you haven't mentioned it yet, talk about your portals.
Oh yeah, so let me visit this real quick. So if you guys are familiar, we have this product, Portals, which is essentially an NFC token. And NFC is just like a short range radio frequency. And so you get this sticker and you can place it on the back of your phone. And then when someone else's phone is held up to that sticker, it automatically pops up a notification. And then when they click on that notification, it'll take them right to your page. So a lot of people will have these, like I said, on the back of their phones. You can put it like, if you have an office, you can put it on your desk and people can walk by and say, hey, let me grab your contact information. So these portals, they're physical products. They'll come in the mail. They're $20, and I don't know how long they last, but I've had mine for like years, and it's just works the same. So it's not anything that's battery powered. It's just a sticker. And so how it works is once your page is created, you can place the sticker on the back of your phone or wherever else. And then when someone else's phone gets near it, it'll pop up a notification for them that then can take them right to your page. And although, we offer these stickers, any NFC enabled items, so such as an NFC business card or any type of token, you can buy them on Amazon. Any NFC token you can set up and connect with your page. And in order to do that, we have a setup instructions for iPhone and Android. So this kind of walks you by step how to connect the portal or any other NFC object to your page. So basically you just have to download an app, write the portal with your username, and then once it's saved, it's all set to go.
Awesome. And that's another great way as well. I've been using that whenever I go different places. I have a business card I ordered before the portals came out. But I like the portals because you can just stick it to the back of your phone case and it's just there all the time with you. But that's always a cool thing whenever I walk up to somebody and be like, they're asking for my business card and I bring out a metal card that they have to tap with their phone. Always get a lot of compliments about how cool that is. The only thing I would hesitate you on is make sure if you ever go on a cruises, because I know we get amazing cruise rates, that you do still take business cards with you, because I actually did not one time. And unfortunately, the people I was trying to connect with did not have Wi-Fi, so they could not pull up my page. I was like, oh my gosh. But otherwise, it's been a great resource. So I'm very fortunate for that. But I may end up having to get one of these portals at some point as well. Maybe I'll talk Eli into giving me one, for like a demo.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Contact me after. We'll figure something out. Yeah. So, does anybody have anything else? Like I said, you're welcome to contact me afterward if questions arise after. Welcome, Melissa. I really appreciate it. You guys are always super friendly and attentive, so it's always a pleasure.
Hopefully next year we'll actually get to see you at convention. Hopefully we can plan ahead of time, because I know this last one it was really short. I knew may not. Yeah, they're actually, that's another cool thing with them as well that I thought was interesting is I don't know where Linktree and all these other competitors are at, but I know y'all are actually located in Las Vegas. So I think that's awesome with Evolution being right there in the neighborhood, and Eli giving us the chance to jump on a call like this. That's one thing that I felt set this platform apart from some other competitors. And I know somebody posted earlier that it looks better than Linktree, and I agree. I know at one point you even had a comparison between y'all and Linktree on your website, but hands down, I think Solo is a lot better than Linktree, unfortunately.
Really appreciate it. Yeah, and I mean we're really just like, our goal is to be highly committed to like everybody enjoying the platform. So we really take an aggressive approach at like great customer service and just going out above and beyond for every person. So and a lot of stuff's coming in the future. We have big plans for a lot of innovative stuff. And every month we'll send out a newsletter with what we've been working on. And typically we'll release like 2 or 3 new features every single month. So the platform is going to keep growing, and keep expanding in functionality just to make everybody's life even easier to connect. Let's see, how long does it take to get the sticker for the portal? So I think that they, depending on where you are, I think that it's just standard shipping. So maybe like 4 or 5 days, unless you're maybe closer. So right now the dashboard doesn't have like a way to switch it into Spanish. However, you can definitely write all the content and add the links and stuff and just use Spanish, and there's no barrier for that. So if you're, as long as the account owner is bilingual and you can read enough to set up the page, you can write everything that's going to be on the page in any language that you'd like. Let's see, how do you add things like your travel quote form? So I think that would just be a link. So whatever travel quote form, you would just set it up somewhere and then add a link to it. Is that right, Justin?
Correct. And you're more than welcome to pull up my page or even, I don't know if you have access to my back office stuff, but you're welcome to share that as well, or I can share it on my end, but it's just a link.
Yeah, so here's Justin's page. You can see he has the email, the text, the social media. Here's the add to contact button, the video, and then social media and travel quote request right here. Travel certifications in your bio. Yeah, definitely. So let's see. Here's his accredited information. So I'm assuming that's exactly what you got there. And then, yeah, so, and then you can see also he has these segments. So it kind of keeps things separated. Justin, are you on the Pro plan?
Yes.
I was going to say, if, since your page, like it's definitely manageable on desktop, but if you're looking on a phone, it could maybe become kind of long. And I think that the link search feature might be good for you, because then, if someone wants to look up something specific, like the Disney vacations, they can just type in DI and it'll pop right up. So
I hadn't thought about that, so I'll have to look into that. That's a good thought. So I appreciate it.
Yeah. So she's, Ariana says, I know you guys talked about the QR code. I just wasn't able to pay attention to it. Well, dang, you got to pay attention. I'm just kidding. So is there a QR code available that'll lead to our page? Yes. So from the editor, there's this little icon here. If you click it, it'll pop up the QR code, and then you can either just scan this with your phone and save it, or you can download it. And then, it downloads as a picture that then you could put onto your phone, and then you could just have it pulled up. Or like, you could print this on a business card even. I will just say though, if you put this on a bunch of business cards, don't change your username. Otherwise the QR code will change, and then those business cards won't route to your page. This is something that we're working on fixing, but it just is going to take some time to adjust how it works.
That's a good thing with NFC readers, as well as NFC readers, you can always rewrite and change that over. I know that QR code, you're kind of stuck with it, but yeah. And I think something that you changed since last time we talked as well is, if I recall, even if I was on the professional plan at one point, that Solo affiliate link at the very bottom of the page reverted back to just the non-package. It was not tied to your account. Or did you always get those referrals as well?
I can't remember when we added that. I want to say that it was a while back, but yeah. So, I mean, I see you have your link here, but with the professional plan, if you leave the branding on, it automatically uses your link.
Yep, I'm gonna put it back on. So
cool. Well, I mean, I see you got it here too, so that's amazing, and I really appreciate you being such like an evangelist for the platform. It really means a lot.
Yeah. Absolutely. I appreciate everything that you've done to work with us as well. I mean, it means a lot, taking the time out of your day to jump on a call with us and just kind of do a demo for everybody and share it. Like I said, this is something I don't see happening with a lot of other platforms. And that's why I'm really appreciative of what Solo has to offer. And cost wise, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you got the 3 plans. You got the free.
Yeah, so I'll run this over real quick. I kind of didn't even hit on it, but basically we have the free plan and then 3 paid plans, and we offer a discount if you pay annually. So I'll go over this. Basically, free is going to be free forever. This includes, analytics, the profile picture, the sections. You can choose different themes, contact buttons. So like all the stuff that's needed for just straightforward, like here's my contact information, here's my social media, here's, very straightforward page. This, so the social buttons, those things at the top, highlighted links, custom subtitles, a little bit deeper analytics, and then like someone asked before, the background image. And then this one is annual only, so it's $1 a month, but you have to pay the 12 up front. And then entrepreneur plan. So this, you get scheduled links. You can have up to 2 pages under one account. This is the plan where you can embed videos, podcasts, tons of other content, custom link thumbnail. So this is how Justin added, these custom images down here. And then this gets, advanced analytics. So you can see click and view analytics for 6 months. Professional plan is where you can do the link search, custom domain, contact capture, email forwarding, which is actually a feature I didn't mention, but basically, Justin, say that he wants to have a very short email. He could do Justin Whitehair at Solo.to, and all the emails that get sent there will get automatically forwarded to his account email. So it's kind of like you can hide your personal email and use that as like a forward-facing email that's kind of branded however you want it. This one, you can get the collaborator access, 5 extra pages, Facebook tracking, and then turn off the branding and stuff like that. And then, so yeah, this one's $5 a month paid annually. So it'd be 60. This is 120 per year, $10 a month. But if you pay monthly, it's $6.15. So big savings on these. It's like, I think about 15%. And then this one's like 35%.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. Like I said, I think it's definitely an investment. A lot of people, I know for our industry, not everybody wants to use the Evolution travel page that we get offered with the company. So some people actually eventually go out and do their own website, their own travel website, whatever it may be. But I've noticed once people are starting to get these bio pages, instead of creating a website that would cost you extra money and so forth, you could just do a really nice bio page like this that covers all that basic information. Even from some of these links down there, like the Disney page, that's one that we get from Disney automatically for free. My sandals one, the Viator, anybody that books through that Viator link automatically get the commission for those bookings. So it's pretty nice that I can just divert my traffic to this page. I get the analytics about it, and I have all the information. And I really like being able to share this instead of passing out business cards that eventually just get lost.
Yep. And I mean, really like that, we've heard this from a lot of people, is that websites are good for certain cases. If you have a big company and you need like a lot of information and different stuff on a page that really explains things, then that makes sense. But for, I would say 90% of people and small businesses, this is going to be all you need, because what's the real goal of having a website is to drive traffic to your business or gather you leads or send people somewhere where, they can connect with you, which this accomplishes in the most straightforward way possible. Let's see. Can we also stack the referral code on top of the annual discount? Yeah. So when you sign up using his referral link, it'll give you a discount on the annual plan or the monthly plan, whatever one you choose. It'll do 10% off. So, if you're using the discount code, you're getting like 43% off this plan. And then someone says, so do you have a Google business page? I'm not sure.
So I created a Google business page a long time ago, but since then I created my own website. So my website for the travel business is destinationsbyjustin.com. On that website, I have a link that can redirect people back to my solo page. But on my business cards, whenever I pass it out, instead of putting that website Destinations by Justin, I typically just divert people to this page. Because what I really like about it is if somebody's looking on their phone, they're not going to remember all of my social media links a week from now, or even a few minutes later on. They're not going to remember all this. So what's nice with it is they can add to contact, and it automatically saves the solo website on their phone as well as a homepage. Mm-hmm. So that way they can always revert back to this, always get in touch with me through that. That's why typically on my business cards, I direct more traffic to this versus my actual website. And to be honest with you, I don't really honestly don't even need it anymore. I like the platform the way it is.
Okay, good to know. So this is better than a Google business page, because a Google business page you got to pay for.
Right.
I know it because I'm starting to. I was going to do it until I came to this meeting.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I wanted to see if it was worth it.
Amazing.
I wanted to see if it was worth it. That's why I said I want to see something. Thank you.
So happy you made it.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's really cool on that part. And like I said, the one thing that I thought about the other day is I knew justinwhitehair.com would be available because Whitehair is a not a common last name. And then I thought to myself, well, this will be great. Anybody that ever needs to get in touch with me, all they got to do is remember my name. They can go straight to my website, diverts them back to the Solo page. You can always add more stuff to this. Like Eli said on a phone, I didn't really think about that. So I'm glad I did this call with him about how long, because I've got so much information in that one page. But I definitely think a search bar may help whenever people are going back to it. Because if they're thinking, typically when somebody's looking at your website to book something, they're already probably thinking Disney or cruise, Carnival, whatever. If I could have that, I think that'd be pretty awesome. So I'm a big supporter of Solo.to. Absolutely love everything. And so, yeah.
Payment link. So we have a way that we suggest. It's via Stripe. And so if you visit our blog, we have a whole post about how to accept payments from the link, from your bio link. So this kind of walks you through, what you can sell, how to set it up. And the reason why we recommend Stripe is because they have very low fees and it's extremely easy. Once you set it up, you can just create a link and you choose the price and how you want it to bill. It could be like a subscription, a donation, one-off payment, and you would just add that link to your page and then people click it and it takes you right to a checkout form. So when it's clicked, it'll just take a person to a page like this where it says, here's the price, here's what the thing is. You can pay, via Apple Pay, Google Pay, credit card, however. And a lot of other bio links, they offer payment links, but the downside of their version of it is that since they offer it as like a native thing, they take about 10% of whatever is getting paid here, on top of whatever the payment processor fee is, which is typically about 3%. So you're losing about 13% of any payments that you're taking through those systems. So instead of trying to develop our own system when there's so many amazing ones out there, we recommend Stripe. But another great option is PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Zelle. You can have all these links on your page so people can click to them and then just send the money. The payment links on Stripe, though, are like more official in the sense that, they can put in their card, it'll say the price. Whereas Venmo or Cash App or PayPal, those are more like, here's my info, send me some amount. It's not like for a specific product. But yeah, this is the best way we have found, and we personally use Stripe, and it's a really good company. They're not like PayPal. You'll never like just lose your account for some stupid reason. They're very great. We've been using them for 3 or 4 years now. Yep. So Square Up, once again, I think that you should be able to just, create a product and then it'll give you like a share link. And then you would just add that link to your page and then list it like, hey, here, buy this thing. When people click it, it'll take them to a checkout page. And yeah, Justin, we'll make this available this recording available afterward. I think you'll probably post it on YouTube.
Something else, just as a side note, since you talked about PayPal and the fiasco with that sometimes, if you ever get a chance, I would love to see us be able to get that referral via like Venmo or Cash App or.
Yeah. So, I mean, PayPal, although there are some, downsides, typically it's the best for payments, but they do now own Venmo. And
Yeah, I
so
saw that.
it's something that we've looked into and may offer in the future is like Venmo referral commission payouts. So we have that on our, roadmap, or at least like in the, realm of that.
Sure. Anybody else got any questions? Yeah, I'll definitely post this, maybe a little bit, but I'll get it up on the YouTube page, and then Eli, I'll send you a recording as well in case you want to use it for anything that you need it.
Sure.
For. Then you'll have to keep us informed if there's any new updates or anything like that, so we can always
Yeah.
stay on top of things.
Yeah, so like I said, we always announce everything that's new on the newsletter, and then the blog is also a great place to find, you know, use cases, kind of like tips, news, announcements, stuff like that. And then we also actually just added this section called expert tips, and these are kind of like features that maybe aren't super apparent, but we feel like are very powerful. And so we have like a whole list of kind of like, I don't want to say hidden, but kind of like features that maybe you wouldn't immediately recognize as like, oh, wow, that could be really useful. And so we list all of them here and kind of like how to do it, and then links to, you know, more information about them. So that's helpful. And then I see someone said, did you post your social media links in the chat? I didn't. I'll send those over in just a sec. Because we're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, those things. So I'll post them here.
And I've also seen some people actually within on the team building side of the business. I've seen some teams that actually do a solo page with links to team specific stuff. So like if they have a new agent orientation, they'll have a link to that, or how do you register with this, and they'll have a link to that. So that's something else, especially if you're on the professional planning, you are doing the team building side of the business. You can have, I think, 5 pages if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Which, yeah, you can have 5 pages. And then if you're interested in more, we actually have many customers who have, you know, like 30 pages. And so we just, you know, have like an add-on page option. And it's just, for example, here, you can add additional pages for an extra $3 a month, or $24 a year, which is $2 a month if you're on the annual plan. So yeah, if someone has a big team and wants to have all the pages under one account, and then you can give access to your team, this is a really good option. And we have a lot of people that really love the fact that they can have control while still, you know, not being responsible for editing all the content on every single page.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. I think that's pretty awesome, because I still do some consulting on the side as well. So I've actually done another solo website just for that. So I like having the ability to have different things so that I can cater. Also, whenever I do presentations, if anybody's ever seen my presentations, I have another solo page that I created just to give out on that, so that I know anybody that reaches out to me on any of those social media platforms was not somebody I invited to the presentation. So it kind of diverts it a little bit different on that part. So I'm very, very glad with the extra pages they got.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a million ways to use it and make, you know, use of it. Now, I mean, it sounds like you kind of have created your own cool systems and like how this works. So Justin's the man, and definitely hit him up if you guys have questions about how to utilize it.
I noticed how you redirected that traffic there for questions.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's been great. Like I said, Eli's been amazing to work with. And I don't know any other platform right now where you can get a support person or a founder to actually jump on a Zoom call with y'all. So I definitely think that kind of speaks volume to the support and the service level that Solo.to provides to their customers. So I'm very fortunate for that.
Well, I appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, if there isn't anything else, I have another call in probably about half hour. So
sure. Well, if there's no other questions, I think we can go ahead and wrap it up. I'll go ahead and stop the recording now.